Have you ever wondered what is programming, or you want to get involved in this world of computer programming? Well, don't worry. In today's video, I'll give you a brief introduction about programming. Programming is a process of creating a set of instructions that tells a computer how to perform a task. So you, as a programmer, gives instructions to the computer to execute, but those instructions should be organized in order to get an output, or else the task will be corrupted. It is like building a toy from scratch. You have a catalog which you need to follow. If you miss one instruction, the whole process will be corrupted. Also, a computer only understands binary numbers, which are 0 and 1. Every instruction fed to the computer is converted into a string of binary numbers, zeros and ones, and then interpreted by the computer to perform the task. Let's say you speak English and you're in China and you want to ask a stranger if there's a coffee shop nearby. In English, we say, "Excuse me, is there a coffee shop nearby?" But the Chinese person won't understand your language, which is English. So you need to convert your English into Chinese in order to communicate. So to talk to a computer, you need to translate English instructions to binary. But that is extremely hard to do. So how to convert English to computer language? That is where programming languages helps us out. They convert our English to machine language, which allows the computer to perform certain tasks. But in the world of programming, there is a lot of programming languages that have different purposes, like Python and Java, which are general purpose language that can perform a variety of computational tasks. However, some languages like HTML and CSS are used to build websites and design them. Also, we have JavaScript to make a website more interactive. Remember that there are a lot of programming languages out there, like C, C++, C Sharp, Python, Java, Ruby, JavaScript, PHP, and so on. Now that we know what is programming and how a computer understands code, how do we actually write the code? Of course, you can just open any text editor and write, "Hey computer, how much is 1 plus 1?" and wait till you get a valid answer. Moreover, we can't just write down rubbish in programming languages and expect the computer to understand. So how do we write code? Using something called an IDE, or Integrated Development Environment, which allows a programmer to easily write, run, and debug code. IDEs are able to translate your code into machine language for the computer to understand. But what do we exactly write in an IDE? We can't just write down random words and expect the IDE to understand. In any programming languages, there are a set of rules you need to follow when writing code. That means programming languages have their own grammar, which is called syntax. And in different programming languages, let's say Python, C Sharp, or JavaScript, those three languages have different syntax. Let's say I want to know how much is 1 plus 1. In Python, we write print 1 plus 1. In C Sharp, we write console.writeLine 1 plus 1 followed by a semicolon. In JavaScript, we write console.log 1 plus 1 followed by a semicolon. So let's say by mistake you wrote print in uppercase. Well, don't expect an output from the program because it didn't understand what you wrote, and it is called syntax error. For example, let's say you added a semicolon in the wrong position. In this phrase, "my mom cooked us meat yesterday," if you add a semicolon after the word us, it will sound like "my mom cooked us meat yesterday," and it's like you're being cooked, and the whole meaning of the phrase is corrupted. Same in programming. Let's say in C Sharp, when I said console.writeLine 1 plus 1, if I forgot the semicolon at the end, the whole program would terminate and signals an error. Now you might be asking yourself, what language should you learn? Well, it is all about what you desire to learn. But if I wanted to advise you, I'll certainly tell you to learn Python because it is a very easy programming language. And in fact, it is taught by most professionals out there for those who never stepped in the world of programming. But when I said Python is easy, I mean that its syntax is close to our English, which is easily read by programmers and easily understandable. If you made it till this point, I have a bonus tip for you. If you are ready to learn the fundamentals of Python and write your first ever code, I recommend you to subscribe to my channel because I will be starting a Python tutorial teaching you the fundamentals of Python and how to get started with this easy programming language. Sounds good to you? If yes, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Alright, that brings us to the end. Thanks for watching. This is TechSend and see you in the next one.